Hello there, students. Thank you for joining me for this presentation. Today we're looking at U.S. history, United States history, semester A, and we're looking at Unit 4 in this case, which is the rise of a modern nation. And for this particular presentation, we're looking at the last part of this unit, which is the unit activity, the rise of a modern nation. Make sure that you have your notes in front of you, as those notes will help you answer the questions that you will encounter in this unit activity. Make sure that you read the introduction, and also make sure that you go over the evaluation. This will tell you exactly what your teacher is looking for, step by step. If you follow this scoring guide, in this case, you will get possibly 100%. Just make sure that you are following through on all of this criteria, and that you will do an excellent job, and your teacher will give you the best grade possible because you follow all directions, and it shows that you know the content as well. Let's move on to the next page. We are now on page 5 of the unit activity, the rise of a modern nation. Please make sure you're basically doing a timeline here, and let's read part A. Organize the following events from the progressive era and the timeline. So, if you've done your review, the tutorials, and all of the links that have been given to you, you should be able to put this together fairly easy because you're basically just doing a timeline. For example, if you're looking at early 1900s right here, if you're looking at early 1900s right here, I'm just moving tiles randomly here, but to show you that's what you need to do here. So make sure that you're matching the events that you have here to the correct dates, and that's it for this activity. Fairly easy. Make sure you're using your notes. Let's move on to the next page. We are now on page 6 of the unit activity, the rise of a modern nation, and this is your task 2, which is presenting the progressive era. Let's read the directions so you'll know what to do. Using your timeline and notes from your table, create a presentation in response to the following prompt. Evaluate the effectiveness of progressive era reformers and the federal government in bringing about reform at the national level. In your response, be sure to analyze the successes and limitations of these efforts in the period between 1900 and 1920. It may be useful to analyze events prior to 1900 because many progressive ideals began to take shape in the late 1800s. Follow the process section below to help you research and create your presentation. You may include your timeline in your slideshow presentation. When you finish your presentation, submit your timeline and slideshow to your teacher using the Dropbox. By the way, here all you need to do is, instead of using Dropbox, I'm not a big fan of Dropbox. If you want to use it, that's perfectly okay. But all you need to do is you need to come here basically, and or when you submit the activity, actually you can actually upload the file, your presentation. So right here you can use, and this is what I recommend you to use, it's a PowerPoint presentation. Create a PowerPoint presentation that has, I will probably say, roughly between 6 and 10 slides in which you are presenting to me the progressive era in this case. Make sure that you are thoughtful, you're providing images, you're providing like information. How was the progressive era? I don't know anything about the progressive era. Teach me, how was the progressive era? Who benefited? Who did not benefit? How was the government involved? Who came up with the ideas? That's why I'm asking you, between 6 to 10 slides should actually do it for this presentation. And make sure you upload your presentation when you're submitting this activity. Well, that was the end of the presentation basically, or your work, and you're basically done with this activity. Follow all directions and you will do a fantastic job, and I will see you in the next tutorial.